Hello, I'm Andrew with Between Two Beards, and today I have a unboxing video. So it is day one of the 2014 snow apocalypse here in Kansas, and I was just coming downstairs to go out to shovel, which is why I'm wearing my stocking cap and my jacket, and I found this. And it said it was from Greater Than Games, and Greater Than Games said we would be getting Vengeance in February, and it is February 4, and apparently they got it out on February in February. So this is just gonna be an unboxing video. So the first things first, we got this little envelope. See what's inside. It is the Promo Legacy. No, we did never know what the back was, so there you go. And then the Promo Bunker, which was an additional promo since they delayed it to February. And the back of his card. So, that's cool. I have to add those to my box. So, I'm not sure what this is. Another big envelope. And it is art prints, apparently. Didn't know there was going to be art prints with Vengeance, but apparently there is. So, there's three. The first one is that's the basically the anti-Flash, fighting, the Flash, quote unquote. We got some lady who apparently really likes math. And Baron Blade. Being all Baron Blade. So that's cool. I've got a frame thing. I put the art prints from the other Kickstarter from the can't think of the name right now, for Shattered Timelines. The art prints came with that in there, so I'll have to put those in with that. So then we have the sorry, my allergies make me a little froggy in the morning. So we've got the box for Sentinels of Multiverse Vengeance, and here is the cover. As you can see, it's got the SC logo on the top, and then you've got all the stuff. The shot of the back of the box. So, pop this bad boy open. Of course, I'm not going to really go into like how to play right now or anything, since I'm not going to read the rules on camera or anything. Mostly because of the fact that it take too much time, and Alright. So you've got the booklet. It's got the cover again. Wow. So here's the turn order when using Vengeance, and it looks like you do your first turn, your first hero, your second villain, or sorry, it's your first villain, your first hero, your second villain. It goes like that all the way down, and then your environment takes its turn. So that is interesting. So the villains will always be going before the heroes, except for, well, I mean, they'll be going before them in their regular activation stuff. So we have dividers for stuff, and kind of looks like this must be, so it looks like there's two new locations. There's the mobile defense platform and the Freedom Tower. Well, either these are going to be in locations or these are going to be environments. So the new characters, you have Parse. That's the math lady, it looks like, but she's got a bow. You've got Knife, which I believe is like a future samurai or something like that, if I'm right. You have the Naturalist, who is like a South American big corporation guy who kind of swamp. This is basically like the Swamp Thing. You've got Setback, who had a promo in January or December. If you ordered anything from their website, you would get a promo set that had him in it. That was kind of their version of the X-Force or Justice League Dark kind of thing. So then the villains, well, it's kind of weird. But then here's like the Baron Blade for the villains. It's the same art as that one picture. You've got the Sentinels, which are kind of like a player version of the Ennead, but you don't have as many guys, of course. There's Friction, who is, I believe, Tachyon's arch nemesis. Ermine, which the art is reminiscent of Catwoman in that she's got like the goggles, but I'm not sure what her deal is. The Proletariat is kind of like a multiple man meets, Winter Soldier kind of deal. And then you've got Fright Train, who is honestly like is just so goofy looking because like where's his head at? But that's cool. Those are just the dividers. We've got these really big. Villain card things. I'm not sure if these are just for, well, this might actually be like a regular, well, I don't know. That's kind of weird. Because I think these are the actual villains like that you would use when you're playing against the villains. Yeah. Oh, and, sorry, I was right. Ermine, it's like a mixture of Black Cat and Catwoman, the goggles, but then kind of the rest of the outfit. So, man, I don't know, because like on the back they have an incapacitated side. But I'm assuming they just makes the villains play sort of like heroes in that they continue to fight. So it'd be kind of like the Ennead, where they continue to do effects. Jeez, Baron Blade does damage to himself and the hero with the lowest HP at every turn. So let's see what else we got. This is Proletariat deck. Well, this might not be the Proletariat deck, because the card doesn't really have anything to do with the Proletariat. Yeah, I forgot. They stick stuff, it's a package, so it's in different sections. So let's open this up real fast. If I can get the little pull tab. I don't want to make this video too long, so I just figured I'd try and get kind of a quick look at the stuff for you guys. But so Fright Train, and then Friction, Ermine, Baron Blade, the Sentinels. But like the back of the cards are really crazy. Like this is the back of the Sentinels card, and it's got like kind of that comic book insert, kind of deal on the back of it, and they're all like that. All of the villain back cards all have this on the back of them where it says "POW" down at the bottom. But that's kind of cool, It's interesting though that they started doing that. They did that with Shattered Timelines, if I remember right. The back of the cards had some variation to them over what you saw on all of them prior to that. And I don't know what their design philosophy was for doing that, but maybe it's just so that people can say, oh, this is from this set easily, or you know, this is this or this or that set really easy without having to I don't know, because they don't really have anything on them necessarily identifying them as being from a certain set unless you just go by the dates, in which case, you know, everything's got the TM date on it and such. So but I might just jump into the rule book for a second real fast too and see if I can't get a glimpse at the what am I thinking of here? There's a guy's named Dr. Medic. Yeah, oh, Dr. Medico. Jeez. That's classic. That's actually pretty funny, especially since that's very much a superhero, supervillain name. Dr. Medico. I know. I'm wasting a lot of time here. I apologize. Like I said, I don't want to turn this into like a 18-hour long video. Just separating out these decks real fast, seeing if I see anything specific that's kind of goofy. I don't know. It's like I said, I will crack the actual book open here in a sec. I'll flip through it and see if I can't see anything specific in the rules that makes me say, oh, hey, okay, this is what you're doing here. Defense platform. So is this an environment? I think this is a... I think this is a environment deck. Yeah, this is an environment deck. But look at the back of this. It's got the mobile defense platform on it. I guess they did already do that. I don't know. For some reason, I'm totally forgetting that. And you got the back of the Freedom Tower. It's got the Freedom Tower. So it's very, you know, Final Fantasy or FFE. So where's the rulebook at? I just stuff on top. Okay. So real fast. So the proletariat is Absolute Zero's nemesis. Ermine is the Wraith's nemesis. Friction is Tachyon's. Freight Train is Bunkers, and of course Baron Blade is Legacy's nemesis again. The Sentinels, their symbol is that one with like the chain and the spark, which I think had a villain in Shattered Timelines. Just don't remember. So, Knife's nemesis is not out yet. The Naturalist's nemesis is not out yet. Nope. No, if Setback and Parses is. Anyway, so the okay. So the heroes and environments in Vengeance can be incorporated in any game of Sentinels and Multiverse, while the Vengeance 5 villain team, though a new way of playing the game, can be fought by any team of heroes in any environment. So you aren't really going to be playing the... What am I thinking of here? You're not going to be playing them as like a normal game per se, but you can play against them with any of the heroes and stuff from any of the other Sentinels product, of course. In addition to the setup rules for the Vengeance 5 scenario outlined below, Vengeance makes considerable use of the Nemesis mechanic first introduced in the core game. In addition to dealing extra damage to their Nemesis, some villain targets in Vengeance have extra game text that only applies when their Nemesis is active in the game. Note that an active hero is both present in the game and not incapacitated. So that's kind of cool. They're trying to build upon the Nemesis mechanic, which is, you know, So if you play in a game with Baron Blade, he's supposed to always go first, since he's the head honcho of the villains, which makes sense. So so each game begins by setting up the table with the villain decks and character cards alternating around the table with the hero deck and character cards, ending the round set up with the environment deck. So here they have a table. They have a picture in here of what they're talking about, and basically you're going to be running. It's kind of like an example of what they're talking about. They're talking about how the table would look, and of course Baron Blade is up here at the top. So really, what happens is you're running your deck, but then you're also running these villain decks, and they're saying the villain decks do card flips, so like a normal villain deck. So let's see here. The proletariats turn destroy all hero targets with 2 or fewer HP. This is active in this game. Increase damage dealt to hero targets by 1. Whoa, that's weird. So the proletariat has 2 guys in here. One that's a nemesis of unity, and then another one that's a nemesis of Tempest. That's kind of interesting. And there's like in his deck, as part of his deck here, he's got another one that's a nemesis of. I believe that is the sheriff symbol. I thought that was no. I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, his deck is full of like nemesis for other people. That's kind of cool. That's crazy. So anyway, but yeah, it looks like a lot of their stuff is just flips. So you don't have to actually worry about being like, I'm going to target this person. You're doing it just like a normal villain deck, except that there's multiple villains and they all do different things in it. I mean, they don't have. I mean, they're not up to. Because I mean, Baron Blade has 32 health, Ermine has 25, Friction has 26, Fright Train has 35, Proletariat has 20. So they're not through the roof crazy on X on HP. The thing is, though, some of these have really crazy, like the Proletariat. When he's incapacitated, the start of the Proletariat's turn, shuffle the hero trash with the most cards into its associated deck, which means he just hoses Tachyon because she's trying to get all that burst combo out. And if you kill him first, you know, you're really hurting yourself. But they all do different things. Friction incapacitated. Start of Friction's turn, destroy 1 hero ongoing or equipment card. That is pretty good, considering, you know, you might need all that stuff for combos and whatnot. So they're trying to make it harder. They're trying to make it more interesting, which is, it seems really, you know, cool. So ending the game, if you have to incapacitate all of the villains of the table, or they have to incapacitate all the heroes of the table. So the naturalist, he's a shapeshifter, and he can turn into different things. He's got a crocodile, a rhinoceros, and a gazelle, I think is what it's supposed to be. It looks like, yeah, gazelle. And if he's in one of those forms, let's use this as an example. See at the bottom of the card, there's like a little gazelle symbol in there. What happens is if he's in the gazelle form, he gets to activate that extra ability. He does the top ability, but then he'll activate that gazelle ability. And same thing with like the crocodile and the rhinoceros. And there's one on here where it's just an ongoing. So depending on which form you're in, you get a bonus effect no matter what, just because you're in a form. So that's, you know, he actually seems pretty interesting. So I'm literally looking forward to trying all this stuff out. And I know this has become a 20-minute video just about, so I'm going to wrap this up. But this has been just an unboxing video for Sentinels of the Multiverse Vengeance. This is a mega expansion, quote unquote, though I think most of them are going to be like that from now on. And So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll try and get a review for this out, so I'm going to try and play it. I'm also going to work on a review for Devastation of Endines. I know it's been a long time, but I finally got to play it some, and I got a couple guys hooked on it. It's a lot of fun. So I will see you all next time, and have a safe one. See ya.